This time of year, many of you gardeners might be out there planning a vacation, and if you intend to go abroad and do a little shopping and bring back some gardening products, we've got a few tips for you on how to do that legally. When you bring plants or seeds or other agricultural products into the United States, there are 14 points of entry where the USDA has inspectors on staff to make sure nothing is brought into this country that's going to cause problems for our farmers. A fine example is the gypsy moth and the Russian wheat aphid. They were brought in by people who thought they would not escape and cause a serious problem, and they really have wreaked havoc across the United States. So yesterday I looked in the blue pages under USDA and called on our friendly plant quarantine officer in the Tulsa airport. His name is Rob Minders, and Rob gave me a lot of fine tips to pass on to you would-be foreign travelers. First of all, he said that the USDA has this nice brochure called Shipping Foreign Plants Home, and this is program aid number 1162. You could stop by either of the plant quarantine offices in Tulsa or Oklahoma City, or call them and see if they'll send one to you. And it gives you details on what you can and cannot bring back into the United States. For example, you can bring back packets of seed and flower and vegetable seed with no problem at those inspection points. But if you bring back packets of tree or shrub seed, something that's going to be a perennial and could pose a problem, there may be some import restrictions. Now, if you want to travel abroad and make sure that you have a permit for bringing plants back ahead of time, you might want to write to the following address or call the following phone number and request an import permit for plants and plant products. The USDA has a plant protection and quarantine office in Riverdale, Maryland, and if you'll call them, their phone number is 301-734-8645. They can send you the right permit, and you can get a shipping label ahead of time. When you leave the country that you're visiting, you can pack those plants up. It will be shipped immediately to a plant quarantine station where they'll inspect it and get it on home to you without delay. And that's one way to avoid plants being lost in shipping or dying along the way. And you really want to avoid the heartache. When you come back in through customs and have your bags inspected, you'd hate to be sneaking a fern or some other plant back into this country and have it be thrown away, or worse, be fined for bringing in foreign plant material that's not been cleared ahead of time. So check with your plant quarantine officer. Do it about 2 months ahead of time so you can avoid any heartbreak when traveling this summer.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.